Cocopia.
Yeah.
And I'll get like a household appliance. I'll get an air conditioner.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, air conditioner with marriage certificate. Like,
Low-key, I've been doing the same thing. It's so funny. It's like, it's mama pal brain rot, because also whenever I do anything that's too many syllables, I'll repeat it. Da da da.
Oh, wait. It doesn't. Turn.
With live onions.
Wait.
And nobody laughs except for me.
Because you just don't understand. Like, it's so many layers.
Yeah.
Like, there's this drag queen whose name is an appliance, and that's a reference to a TV show that the host of that TV show is also on, and they give away appliances, and they do it like 30 times a day, and it's really exhausting, so they make jokes about it. Anyway.
It's so good. It's so good. I might even do it a couple times here. Only because I think I may have written some things down. Sometimes I do. All right, let's get into this. Hi, hello, everyone. Welcome into That Sounds Gay, a podcast where we discuss every season of Drag Race in chronological order. My name is Jer, and our gay sound presented by Jesse today is...
Ride, shine, clock said pussy time. Bust my pussy nut while I'm fingering your butt. Do I suck? You ain't seen shit. Throw a C note, watch you slide down my throat. Yeah, my pussy fine. I pop it, 'cause it's mine. I don't give a if they call me a slut. What I do with a elect me president. Put tears in his eyes when I milk a brother dry.
What the hell is this?
This RuPaul's Worst in Catitude.
That's what I was saying.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was going to do an homage to RuPaul because there's a clip of her on her podcast where she reads that.
There's no way.
That is her verse on a Miley Cyrus song. And then she goes on What's the Tea with Michelle. And she reads that like a dramatic reading of it, and I think about it so much. I can't believe you never heard that before.
I know. If I did, I blocked it out.
Or you've never heard the audio of RuPaul doing it.
No.
Yeah, that's why I said it was an homage to RuPaul. Yeah.
Incredible.
Everyone search RuPaul Catitude. That's attitude with a C. Did you get the C in cunt?
It's already started. It's already started. Oh my god! No, I have not heard that.
Well,
and it's a Miley Cyrus song.
This is the beginning of the rest of your life. Yeah, it's a Miley Cyrus song from like pre-pandemic.
Miley Cyrus songs are different. Miley Cyrus song with RuPaul cover.
I'm already speechless.
Me too. Today we are going to be starting a brand new franchise for us that I've never perceived. You've never perceived. Not for me. But for you. Drag Race Brasil. So, this is one of those. I'm gonna break the ice here. This is one of those where we're gonna move it through it a little bit quicker than we have. I think. Okay, initially thoughts. I think that this is an interesting group of queens, maybe in a different setting. I think the idea of what Grag is doing is really cool and groundbreaking. I love how connected she is with the queens. It's giving me the best parts of what Fred wanted to be. It gives me the best parts of Priscilla and some really excellent parts about Supreme. But there's not any of the fantastic hosting that comes from, I think, some of these queens that have been on the show, like a Brooke or a Lolita or a Nikki, who like have already experienced it. And I think she also has some really suspicious judgment choices. Not to mention the fact that the challenges are bonkers.
Challenges are a little weird. I said this to you before we were filming, but I was kind of bummed that it was a split premiere for the first season, just because it's like my introduction to the whole franchise. And I would have liked a bit more of a classic opening. And it just kind of feels like they're already trying to do some things where I was like, oh, well, I'm still trying to get my bearings here.
Right.
Because I agree. It's a really interesting cast, some really dynamic divas. I already came into it a stan of one of them, Miss LeBrow.
Miss LeBrow. Mm-hmm.
Madame LeBrow, if you're nasty. But yeah, and so it's like nothing against the talent of the sisters. Because if you are a sister and you're watching, hi. Hello, Brazilians.
Brazil is different.
Come to Brazil. That's where our bunker is located.
That's what the old bunker is.
The old underground bunker, yeah, before the rats took over. And then we had to go up into space. Like Procopia.
Like a Procopia style, just launched up into space, and we're floating right now.
Like actual space.
Podcast seasons without a season 6 reference. Challenge impossible.
Especially now that April's going to be back on TV. I'm going to be saying that all the time.
Oh, totally. If she doesn't repeat it at least once, I'll be disappointed.
Right?
Why is she going on a journey today, your mom?
Right? She's running away from me.
She keeps going in different directions. She doesn't want to be anywhere over here.
For those who aren't watching the video segment, there is no video segment.
Watch on Patreon.
There is no Patreon. The mic, I'll like put it in front of my mouth and then I'll say a couple sentences and then she travels.
She travels away. Like, it's doing it again.
She's trying to escape. Is there a ghost with us?
There might be.
It's like a dowsing rod.
Slowly pushing it. Honestly, at some point, I feel like you're going to have to just move with it because she's going to keep going back.
I'm going to chase it. Why are you running?
I love that meme. So the winner of this season is going to win 1,500 reais, I think is how you pronounce that, which is about 30.
Mike Ruiz.
They're going to, and 4 Raven Simonier. And that's about 30K USD. Okay. I feel like that's about the standard for most of these seasons. Yeah,
I think it's a little more than what BB got. Didn't BB get 10, 15, 20?
She did get 10.
10, that's
She
crazy.
got 10 and a spread in Paper Magazine, didn't she? She got the spread.
She got spread.
She got spread in paper. And they're also going to get the typical Crown and Scepter and ABH Cosmetics. So we have 6 new girls, which we kind of already mentioned before. Splitting them up, first episode, I think is fine for a later season when you've got the juice a little bit. But like, first franchise? I don't know, keep them all together.
I also missed the chance to do a Yuwa Hamasaki reference. When you said 6 new girls. 6 New York girls?
Well, there's still one more part. So,
okay, we'll say that again.
Yeah.
Say 6 new
Steve
girls
cut
again
that.
later, and then stare at me until I say it.
Steve cut the joke, and if we have to, put it back somewhere else. Steve is my new favorite thing that I love to obfuscate on, because they're not a real person, and we started saying it a couple weeks ago. It's like, I've just been, like, especially during live streams, I'm like, Steve, cut that from the VOD.
There is no Steve. There is no video segment. Hanabeshi with video segment.
Podcast with no video segment. So very first in the room is a queen that I'm honestly standing a lot, and I could not tell you what it is I'm loving about her, but first in the room is Naza. I'm not gonna lie to you. She is like so silly and goofy, and she is like a Nalenia variant to me. She's got that same energy as her. She's 22 years old, though.
A child.
Why does she have such a millennial energy about her? You know what I mean?
Like she grew up with like
she grew up with an Atari,
with like listening to NSYNC and like
yeah,
she
totally
had, hit clips and like
it's because she's got the Spice Up Your Life hair.
What's called a video now.
Damn, hit clips. Did you ever get? There were those plastic like visor things that you'd put up to your eyeballs, and you'd stick the circles, the disc in it. Yeah. And you click it. She grew up with one. I don't remember what those are called. She grew up with those.
I almost had a speak and spell, my dumbass.
A sprit stick.
A sprit stick.
Yeah.
I got it. Sprit stick.
And also, I noticed as we were in this part, the set looks familiar, does it not?
Oh, this fruit looks familiar.
Did it to you?
Wait,
did this fruit look familiar to you in all the episodes that we're going to be talking about today?
Wait, why does it look familiar to you?
It's because it's the exact same set that Mexico used.
Oh.
According to Google, both Mexico and Brazil were filmed at the Colombian filming site. So, and I guess it's the same one that they used for Global, I think.
Oh,
it's the same site.
That is crazy.
So they use the exact same set because when Greg first comes out down those stairs, I'm like, oh, wait. I remember Lolita and Valentina coming down those exact stairs. So, like, either they built it exactly the same way or this is the same room.
I heard that they filmed this. No, I don't think it's, well, Down Under would be crazy, but they filmed another like Versus the World or something there recently. Well, because I know they filmed Down Under Versus the World, not in like Australia or New Zealand, because I know Courtney made a comment about it.
I wonder if they did it in this site then, because apparently Colombia is really easy to get filming rights for and like visas to.
Colombia is different.
Next in the room is, they keep calling her like Jiva. The D sound in Portuguese is interesting.
Well, because even when they say Ruby's name, they say it weird.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like, am I dumb?
I think it's because Portuguese is different.
Oh, God. People are also going to be like, what the hell are they laughing? Why do they keep saying that? What's so funny? As literally just because an episode of Drag Race España is titled that.
We are just so unwell.
Just literally because the episode of, is it season 4?
Season 3.
Spain is different. It's just like something about that. It's so, this is how we do it in my subdivision. Like...
Or was that season 2? Now I can't remember. Oh, God. All I know is Spain is different. Diva Moore. She comes slithering into that workroom in a Z formation to avoid the snipers.
Like Z formation, and then like her hand keeps like swishing. Like she's like conducting, or like she's like doing like a swipe, like she's in like a virtual reality. And she can like move her hand to like control objects or something. I don't know.
She's moving around the invisible doors in the Tron world or something.
Literally, yeah.
She's playing that bike game from Kingdom Hearts 2. She's playing that. She's 42 years old. The age variance in this group is astounding.
Already a 20-year gap. That's crazy.
And I don't really know how to explain this, but she's so Drag Race Italia to me. Like, a lot of these girls are so Drag Race Italia. Do you know what I mean?
They're gonna get called out and forced to lip sync for blasphemy.
I'm waiting for it. I keep waiting. And next in the room is Bettina Polaroid with the most Chad Michaels season 4 energy, saying,
"Stop!
Did someone call for a photographer?"
This outfit is very Happy Hunger Games, bitches.
Bad. But then she like stomps to the center of the room, hits that awkward pose, and says, "What is it? Is it my time?" And then clicks that Polaroid and just waits for it to develop.
Muggin, soaking it up.
Girl, soak what up?
I live. She said that she's both analog and digital.
Yeah.
She's got a retro futuristic state of mind.
Vintage and postmodern.
She is the real Flash Back to the Future.
This is the final evolution of Milan's concept.
Yes.
Milan put her boat out into the world and it floated down to, where is she from? Did I write it? I did not write where she's from. It floated down to Rio de Janeiro, and she got on that boat and she said, "Flashback to the future, baby."
I love that. Of like, there's few places in Brazil I really know. Mm-hmm. Rio de Janeiro is one of them. This is not who I would expect to see if I went to a drag show in Rio de Janeiro.
Right.
Is Madame Bettina Polaroid.
Imagine. I think I would throw money at it, though.
Throw money at the thing, make it run away.
I was rewatching some lip syncs, and I was watching the original Toxic one.
Oh my God.
Willem is like, Jiggly was dropping and shedding feathers everywhere. I was entertained. I'd throw some money at it.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
I think she's a hoot, though, Miss Bettina.
Love her. Yeah, funny.
Next in the room is, in probably one of the cuntiest outfits I've ever seen on Drag Race ever, is Melusine Sparkles in this milk and cookies look. I got it saved here for reference.
Get those cookies. I loved the shoes that went with it. She replaced the heel. I don't know if you noticed, but it was just like a red pump, but she took the heel out and it was a cookie for the heel.
She has cookies on the front too, like a little bow. Oh. But then also her nails have cookies on them too.
Cookie Queen.
Cookie Queen.
Cookie Cunty.
Cookie Cunty's coming for her gig. And she's going to get her. lock her up for copyright infringement. It's fierce though. I love the shape of it. I love the little cookies. Like I pinned her from this look. I'm like, oh, she's gonna go to top 4.
It is a super like polished, like strong, fun look.
I was sure she was gonna go all the way. Next in is Aquarella. I loved her in Cheetah Girls. She was great. She's the 26-year-old artsy Magiana girl, and she does drag with glasses on because she's like super blind.
Super short-sighted.
What did she say her prescription was? Like -12 or something?
-12, which I don't know what that means because I can't read.
Yeah. I don't either.
But it sounds crazy. But also, why do I kind of like it?
Yeah.
There's something about this like crazy clownish diva, which is like a pair of clear glasses. It's like a little like this is what's it called? Secretary realness.
Totally. And I also just love the ambition to learn how to do your own mug in a way that's different because you can't really follow traditional beauty standards.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. It shows a dedication to the craft. And I think the entrance look, I think it has the point of view. I just think it could be cleaned up a little bit. But she's an interesting character.
Yeah, and I mean, I love a colorful queen.
Yeah.
I love a maximalist queen. And she certainly has more of like a strong POV than like still figuring it out or like kind of figuring out what her voice or her vision is. So I appreciate that she at least has a strong vision for her drag.
Me as well. And then last up for this group is Miranda Lebrau, who both of us know from Global. I only watched one episode though, but I loved her.
You just want to stick a bar of soap in your mouth. That entrance killed me. I was like, girl, what? But also, yes.
She's so funny.
I'm obsessed with her. She's such a diva.
And this look is like so Davina De Campo to me. Meets like Vivian Vanderpuss.
Put emphasis on the puss.
On the puss. She looks sick.
I love her. She had her head wrap. I think it was Diva. Was like, oh, I didn't know you had the mumps. It's insane.
They were already reading.
Insane. But what I really appreciated seeing the way I've moved my chair.
Yeah.
And
Back
it's
to your
still
original
trying to run
position.
away from me.
It doesn't like that spot.
Miranda on Global, I mean, she was kind of the fan favorite of Global, as she should be. Because
Was she the one that did the gymnastic performance? Like the one that she was hanging in the aerials or something?
Oh, now you're asking a lot.
Oh,
of
I'm
me.
sorry.
So,
Moving on, next page.
It's been so long.
Steve cut that.
I lost so much of my memory when we had to flee the bunker.
That's so fair.
When the rats took over, it was all just too much. That Brazilian bunker. But I love her and the world loves her. But it's funny because I feel like we're seeing like, I mean, obviously this is the side that a lot of people already saw of her. But, when you're seeing someone in one language, you're seeing a certain side of them.
Yeah.
But then when you're seeing someone in another language, and in this case, their like native language, you're seeing like so much more of like also how much of and also the context of like seeing how everyone responds to her. Because, in Global, I don't think anyone,
No one even batted an
none
eyelash
of the people knew who the international girlies were.
Right.
They only knew the U.S. girls.
See, if Angeria was there, she would have known everyone.
She would have been bring back Global and have Angeria there because she will kiki with the dolls.
A Global all winners, and it's Angeria with all of them, and she would turn up to every single one of them. Imagine, Angeria, I'm going to pull from Canada. I think she would, I'm casting around Angeria. I'm going to say, Venus from, I think Christian would be great if she can speak enough English. I want to pull Precious Paula Nicole and Tia for UK.
Ooh.
And then for Thailand, Andale Anang. And then Petita from España, because I know she can speak English.
That's what you have to do when you're representing Spain.
Lena Galore, because I know she wins Italia. And then, is there anyone else I want to bring in for this? I'm trying to decide if I want to bring in one more person and throw off the soup. No.
Wild card. Lova La Diva.
Lova La Diva.
Honorary crown. Like, kind of like Raja.
Okay, Mami Wanta, if she speaks enough English to represent France.
Don't play with me like that.
that would be my Global All-Stars cast. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I got excited.
All I was really trying to get to was that it was just it's very gratifying to see really how brilliant she is, because I think on Global, you could tell she was incredibly smart, incredibly hilarious, and probably one of the sharpest ones in the room, but she didn't get a lot of spotlight on that. With how that kind of stuff. So it's just really gratifying to see her be like an HBIC in this room with these people, because that's really what she is to me. It's what she means to me.
I wish that she was celebrated a bit more. Just some brilliant moments, and they kind of just give her dust.
I'm a LeBrowser? I don't know.
It's got to be that. A LeBrowser.
I'm a LeBrowser.
LeBrowser's
rise. Chacharinas. That's the only one I know. I was like trying to think of like fan base names. The only ones I can think of are Chacharinas.
Is it Serena Chacha?
Yes, of course. Chacharinas rise up.
I'm a part of the Mateo dynasty.
Yes!
Oh my God, please. And then we have our host that we get to meet, Grag Queen. Do you know where she's from?
Queen of the universe.
Thank you. You had to think about it. You were like, yes.
I was
she's
like,
a winner of that.
Oh.
I think of season 1. I think she's the only queen to come from another drag franchise that didn't do anything in front of Rue.
Whoa.
Because, you know, like all the international hosts are generally like celebrities in their areas. Like Fred was someone who did drag but was just a celebrity. Pau is someone who did Celebrity Illusion but like wasn't like in that realm. I'm pretty sure Priscilla was just like constantly performing in Greece and was like very well known in Mykonos, I think, is my understanding.
Well, this is how you throw a party in Mykonos.
That's how you throw it. That's why Athena was there. Priscilla had to go host Italia. And then I don't know what Supreme's background.
Well, okay. Add some spice to that. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Taiga Brava, the upcoming new co-host of Mexico, is the winner of season 2.
Oh.
So both Queen of the Universe go on to be hosts.
Fascinating. That's really cool, actually.
Right?
So she sets it up. She sets it up here to go and win Queen of the Universe.
Well, you know who we really have to thank? Regina Voce. The real Queen of the Universe.
I love Regina Voce. We need to get her on a global. And Greg is pumped out of drag. And in drag. But pumped. This mug.
Well, listen, there's time for pickling when you're Queen of the Universe.
Queen of the Universe. My voice is out right now, so I can't go that high. I said it before we started recording. I'm obsessed with her out of drag mug. Maybe more than I am with her in drag mug. That slash that she does. I want to do that too.
Yeah, I just love that she dresses like a fig.
Yes, just a big old fig. I love her little
Fig
makeup
Newton.
that she does. Just a little subtle eye makeup.
Yeah, I love when she's giving gay pirate and she has like her head wrap.
Yeah.
Like, her like bandana and like all that. Very fun.
She's got a cool sense of style. She brings out the pit crew and tells them they can use them in the music video, but oddly, neither group uses the pit crew at all. So I want to know what they were even brought in for.
They were used in other ways.
I am certain.
Used and perused.
They were explored. Do you think they explored each other's bodies? I think they did. Greg announces that the first mini challenge will be a girl band. And all I could think of was Lolita. I'm like, Lolita always called it a girl band. Do you remember I think it was season 2 of France? I think Nikki even says it. She says, and in the words of Lolita Banana, you'll be in a girl band.
Her legacy.
Her legacy. And they immediately break off into these pairs to start writing up their lyrics. And they go out later on to go into the main stage and actually record their stuff. I always hate the main stage recording because the acoustics are awful. But then they had no earbuds. Did you clock that?
It literally just felt like it felt more like an audition
Totally.
for Greg than like actually, because it was terrifying. Because it was like one by one. Don't shut.
that away.
I could not with the recording diva, the Leland.
Covered
It was
ears.
literally just like one by one. Hey, do your best, sing in front of this really amazing singer, and then she's gonna be like, okay, but just do it like this, and then she's gonna sing what you just did much better than you, and then make you do it again. No,
so much better.
no shade to Greg.
So much better.
But like, it was one of those things where it's like, she's a very good singer.
Yeah.
And so she'd be like, oh, we'll just do it like, and then she would do the most flawless like run and like, or like belt out the note.
Yeah.
And then they would try to do it and they're not a singer. And she's like, well, no. And I'm like, well, girl. It's like, they're trying their best.
It was definitely a little, is this for them or for you? What is this for?
Right? What was the reason?
Who are we serving with this challenge? But they finish up their recording. Oh wait. You know what I want to do? I do want to talk about. So Naza's doing her part, right? And she's like standing there, and because they don't have headphones, she can't hear anything. And she turns and she goes, "So when do I come in? When's my part?" And it just
And
cuts
she
to
wasn't
Greg.
she the first
She was
one
the first
too?
one.
Oh.
It cuts to Greg, and she just like does the smallest head nod, like, "Your guess is as good as mine, girl. I don't know. We don't have headphones, so good luck. Just figure
Girl.
it out. Just do it. Rip
Because,
it."
and in her defense, I was hearing that part. I was like, girl, I don't even know when you're supposed to come
Yeah.
in. Because usually, like, I feel like these girl band, the track is very like do 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 do, and then like do do do, like
Yeah.
it goes to a very like flat beat that you can like easily like hop into. But like I was not understanding where she was supposed to go in either, and I felt so bad because she was the first one, and it started so rough, and it felt like Greg was like continuously fighting to see if they should still do this challenge because literally like none of them could sing.
Not one of them. Not a single one. And did you clock that Aquarella is kind of a Serena Morena variant? The way that she talks about herself. She says, Aquarella is ready to be herself. It killed me. I'm like, I love that your relationship with yourself is to speak about it in the third person.
It's like she has like a CW TV show about herself with like voiceover, Hanabeshi with voiceover. But like she's doing the self voiceover.
I live
It's
for it so much.
Aquarella goes to Drag Race Brazil. It's like Aquarella was really ready to come out of her shell today, and then it cuts to her in the recording portion.
I love it so much. I feel like she's gonna get some mentions in the future. And we then meet our two regular judges for the season. We meet Bruna Braga, who's diva alert. I love her.
Bruna.
She's fierce. And then there's, after we just spent an entire season talking about Dudu Marie Holiday, we literally meet someone named Dudu Bertolini.
And I feel like I'm gonna say Dudu and Bruno by accident.
And that's okay. Then the guest judge, can I say, she looked like if Lisa Rinna and Big Ange had a morph baby.
Stop.
She was so the amalgamation
I was
of both of
dead
them.
because they were all like, oh my God, Gretchen, like losing their shit. And then I saw her, I was like, I cannot believe that this is like the enigmatic diva herself. And then it made me want to know more about her.
I do want to know more about her. She was sickening.
Because they made her like out to be like Cher.
Yeah.
Like, this is a woman who's lived many lives. She's done it all. She can do it all.
She's above it all. She spreads La Mer on her toes.
Yeah. The mother I never had, the sister I always wanted.
Completely. I'm obsessed. She was Fierce. And they do for their first runway, basically the Mexico prompt. They call it My Roots. I like a hometown look for the first one, but I always kind of hope that they'll do 2 looks. Like show us your hometown and then show us your best drag.
Yeah, well, because I feel like hometown is very fun, but also it can be enhanced by another look because it sometimes isn't fully like who you are, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas doing a 2-for-1 where it's like hometown and like best drag or like favorite drag, something like that, it's like all of you. It's like the full little
All encompassing.
It's a mini version of the season 8 book challenge because it's supposed to be a biography.
We want a short story. And the Lizina Sparkle is first out, which we know from the editing and we know from past contestants that they don't always show up on the runway in the order that they're presented to us.
Yes.
I was fascinated that they let this little Scooby-Doo monster come out as the very first runway.
Are you a little Scooby-Doo monster like me?
Girly! She thought she was a slutty beaver.
It was very Tuckahoe Prison dressed in beaver concert.
Oh, I thought you said dressed in beaver. This was awful.
It was giving like sexy capybara. It was giving BoJack Horseman. It was giving
Scooby-Doo.
But then also a Scooby-Doo Marie Holiday. But then she takes the head off. What is going on with the mug?
I interpreted it as the furry suits are hot, so it was like her makeup was melting underneath it, and so it was intentionally supposed to look like her face melted from the heat of her furry suit.
Girl, the lash on the temple or whatever.
The lash on the cheek.
Yeah, like it was all too much. And I'm like, what did the other group think of
when
this
she came
girl?
walking in?
Because she already had the head off. So she's in like sexy capybara body and then that makeup. Crazy.
Do you think that spoke a lot about who she is?
Showing her she's going back to her roots. I said get it, Melusina. Dress like a capybara, you bitch.
We have a Bettina Polaroid out next who has so much confidence, but this look is it's a look.
You have not perceived her yet.
Oh.
But she reminds me in terms of like confident, not give a fuck energy that only comes with age. Mm-hmm. There's a drag queen from UK, I think it's 6. Her name is Dita. She has a song. It's like Dita, 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 Dita.
Fierce. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that
she's
season.
Fierce. She's subdued but powerful. In only a way a woman in her 40s can be.
That kind of confidence comes with age.
And it reminds me of how Bettina is, where she feels like she could literally be wearing doo-doo Marie Holiday, like literally like trash. But you can see in her face, she feels like Panther on the runway.
She feels like the only woman.
Honey, I pee on the runway, trust.
Is she giving you a little bit of Christine Baranski in the mug right here?
Christine Omansky.
Next page is Naza. She says she's trying to be the queen of the rodeo. It looks like she made it there. This looks like a design challenge look.
Very Canada's Drag Race.
The levels of disrespect. It looks like an Italia look. Like this would they'd pull that out of their Nona box and make this.
Did you pull that out of your Nona box? She pulled that out of her Nona box. It's very chaps that would make Michelle furrow her brow.
She would fully
her Miranda LaBrow.
Who is next, and she's trying to serve a house in Rio. She said that the best security defense is bottles on concrete. So is that like what they're lining their homes with? Stabbing people's palms open?
Like, literally, what is she saying?
What is she saying about any of this? I think that the print is sick. I just don't. There's like so much going on because much like what was happening with Melusine, she has her lips all spread to the side. Like she got bad Botox. I don't get it.
Well, and also because she was talking about the look and she was like, was this one where she's like, I'm trying not to hold back tears. Like she was so proud of it. I was like, what are you talking about? What is this?
Why are you talking?
It was very like, oh gosh, what's his name? This is hateful. But the shape of the hair and everything, it was this the singer from a Goofy movie, the pop
Powerline.
Powerline. It was very Powerline to me. She was giving very white Powerline.
She's giving that. Aquarella is inspired by the church at Lago de Pampulha. I think this was probably the only look that I was like, ooh, yes, I get your roots, where you're coming from. Like, I get it.
I quite liked it.
I love this.
I honestly really like Aquarella's drag.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about
no notes.
What the shoes?
The shoes. Those are quite impressive.
A dragon swan would snipe her out for those. They'd
throw a
shoot
brick
her
at
dead. Yeah. Trap door.
And then they've got, oh wait, what is she? They were saying corset you stay, and Aquarella stopped and grabbed her waist. What was that all about?
Wait, are they saying
they said corset, like talking about her corset. They were like, corset you stay.
Are they saying like she's corseted or like to filth, or she's giving hog body? I don't understand.
I wasn't sure either.
Like, I don't feel like I don't look at this and the first thing I'm like focusing on is the waist or like the cinching.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I mean, I feel like she gives good body because she's got a good hip.
Yeah.
So I feel like she like always gave like a nice silhouette, which was also something I appreciated about her, is that like she is a little kooky and like crazy and loud, but I feel like she's somehow very Moana in the presentation still, and that like long hair, like lots of makeup, like clear silhouette. I feel like the waist is good on this, but like it's also not like so noticeable that I'm like, oh my god, corseted to filth, you know?
They were bringing it up. Aquarella with good hips.
Aquarella with corset.
Aquarella with blue patterns.
I also like naturally do like the Khaled Karen, like emphasizing every with corset.
With corset, good.
Aquarella with corset.
I live. And then last is they keep saying Jivamor. Their D sounds like a J to me.
Givenchy.
But they also say Divamore. Divamore. She says she's from Jaquirana, where they have more cows than people. What do you think about Miss Cows?
No, I do like it.
Okay.
The picture is funny because like the way she's standing in this is like
funny.
She looks like she's caught in the headlights, and like, you better not be a sexy cow when I get there.
Like she got caught. She wasn't supposed to be doing this.
I like the idea. I mean, I like when people are like a cow. I don't know. I love cows.
Me too.
I like the cow with the dress that's like pasture. I don't like these like Minnie Mouse ass shoulders.
It is very Minnie Mouse. The whole look, isn't it?
I wish the dress itself was like a different dress.
An A-line would be hot.
Because I like the print.
Yeah. But
I don't like the silhouette of the dress with the hat. Do you like the orange wig?
I actually really do.
I kind of do, right? I was thinking about, and I was like, part of me was thinking like, would it be like gorgeous if it was like black? But I think the orange is so bold. I also like, I'm fascinated by, it's like, also, are the aliens abducting
the aliens are abducting
the
cows?
Dress?
They are. I was just about to point that out to you. It's very camp. It's very fun. I think that Rue would love this.
Yes. I mean, it's clearly a super thought out look.
Yeah, from head to toe.
It's also a little, she doesn't own this, but whenever I see stuff like this, I also think of Juno Birch lovingly.
Oh, I see it.
You know, can't, sorry, comparing drag queens to other drag queens, but I love that kind of like,
that kind of stuff.
the alien approach to like human aesthetics, if that makes sense.
Totally. Mm-hmm.
Like Alien being like, I'm a cow. Moo. And then like wearing this dress. I love it.
It is unfortunate that she couldn't perform at all. Because that got her together.
She looked like a Disney Channel character.
She did.
The black and purple, or like a Power Rangers villain.
Black,
take your pick.
purple in your area. I want to say, before we talk about what little of their performances we have to share, what I think is interesting is the way that Fontana described Brazil was that it was very hostile towards queer people. And I believe that. I believe that's her experience because they talk about it a little bit here too. But it makes me wonder, where are these girls performing?
Yeah. Like,
if it
what's
is
the
so
vibe?
hostile towards queer folks. I'm very curious. Are there small pockets? Or do people just like do drag at home and they're bedroom queens?
Hot Pockets.
Hot Pocket. Please sponsor us. Then they are shown the music video for Festa com Mozao, which was the wackiest little get to know you song. I liked the practical set and it looking like this 90s intro to some type of sitcom. And then having the camera be right up on them was great as an initial thought. But
Yeah.
why were they getting so many overhead shots?
But it was giving me also a little like, oh no, she better don't.
And I hate, oh no, she better
Oh
don't.
no, she better don't.
Oh no, she better don't.
Oh, she better don't.
Big girl walking down dirty street. All the dirty feet.
It's a. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't really understand what any of the overhead shots were, the behind the fence work. It was all very badly filmed. And then when you compare this to group number 2, who had a pussy pop of a song, this one sucked. I would be furious watching back on the episode and finding out that group 2 got such a good song. I'd be fuming.
But group 2 found out that their guest judge was
better.
what was her name? Louise? What?
I got it. I think I wrote it down. It wasn't the diva that they had here.
Yeah.
It certainly wasn't her.
Because they were gagged.
Yeah, they were kind of pissed.
They have, the diva of all divas, whatever her name is, this episode. And then they have a diva for some divas. They have a queen for all seasons, just not this one for the next episode.
That's my favorite quote in all of Drag Race. A queen for all seasons, just not this one.
I feel like if I got eliminated to that, I feel like I would quit drag.
Me too. Okay, 3 standouts to me. I loved Miranda. She had such great presence. She was highway robbed in this challenge. And I wish that they had done a top 2 here. I thought that Organza was a mess. She like tripped at one point. She looked lost. She kept looking at everyone for her blocking. And I'm sorry, this is Momosu brain rot. There's a moment in the rehearsal for Fantasy DX where the 4 new Gen 9 members are training and they're with Aika because Aika was trained or told to like mentor all of them. And she tells them, when we're doing choreography and you're walking backwards, don't look behind you. Just move backwards and trust that the girls behind you will move when they need to. And she said, if you look back, it looks messy. So don't look around. Just do your choreography to the audience. And I think about that all the time because it's such good practical advice for performing in general of your audience is the one that you need to focus on. If there are people that are behind you and you're moving towards them, they see you and will move out of your way, or at least they should if they're going to be good performance mates. And so Organza, like looking around, like quite literally confused at everyone. I'm like, this is a no-no of performing. Where are you looking at? You should not be looking at anybody else except your camera. So she was a mess. And then I think it was Diva. Did you catch her? She kept licking her finger. She was like,
ew, stop.
Did you see that? Every single
away.
shot. She was like, every time.
I honestly,
You blocked it out.
It was not my
I
favorite.
hated it. I thought it was really bad.
A couple of them were a little clunky,
couple?
creepy for me.
Yeah.
I think this would have been better if it had just been one group later in the season. Less than people get eliminated.
Top 6 girl group. Yeah. Totally. I think it would have been better. And give them the second song. They could have just done double runways or something for this first group. Or like a design challenge or literally anything else.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And so they are doing their untucking after the critiques and everything, where we're not really sure what's going to happen. And they do something that's not been done since season 15. Season 15 was the only one that did this, but that was established. It was deep in the Runiverse. It's not like it was season 1 where they did that. And Greg says, Queens, which is a good girl's biggest mistake? Also, this group was themed after good girls. And the other one was the bad girls. So I'm like,
bad girls. Wait, group 1's the
Group 1 of the good girls.
Oh, I thought they were the bad girls.
No, that's the second one.
Talking about the sad girls.
I love so much when, what was her name? LaShawn does that hand thing. Bad girls. I think about that often.
Performance art.
It was. That was soft sculpture. Greg says, do you really think I was going to make any decisions without the whole family here? Like, wait, what do you mean? They do that all the time.
Girl, literally, I'm like, we literally just watched a season where they sent 2 people home.
Yeah, literally in Philippines.
R.I.P. Nicole Pardo.
She could have won. Nicole Pardo could have won the whole thing if they kept her.
Justice for Nicole Pardo.
And then the lights hard cut to the 6 new queens entering the room. First time, I think, ever that queens entered in the same episode when they did a split premiere.
So, because I was complaining, at least they all got to enter in the same episode.
Totally.
But then also, on the flip side, I'd be mad that my entrance is after the challenge and runway of the first group.
Yeah, what a weird premise.
I want to enter in the first 10 minutes of the episode. Like, hello.
Right. Though we get to meet Shannon Scarlett, who is 26 years old, and she says, there's no shade. Pussy pretty. I didn't
Period.
get it, but period. She's kind of sickening.
I love a diva with two first names.
Shannon Scarlett. And then we meet Ruby Ocean, who is gooning to be there. She is such an Aura Eternal variant. She looks so frazzled and confused all the time.
She's definitely got some kookiness in her.
Yeah.
She's got jelly arms for sure. She's full of energy. She's funny because she's one of those ones where they're like fashionable and like pretty, but they're very like insane.
Totally. I want to know where she puts all her hair because she's got luscious, thick, curly hair. And then she wears these little tiny wigs and I'm like, where'd it go? Where did you put it? Is it a wig? It could. What if it's a unit?
It's another wig. That is the tea. Just having like giant wigs in your confessionals and making people be like, where's all that hair go?
Didn't Peppa
like
do
giant
that?
Who?
Peppa.
Oh yeah, stunning.
Peppa had a unit.
Yes. I would just do like giant like Fabio hair.
Yeah.
And be like, where's all that hair go? And then I just take the wig off.
Then we've got Tristan Soledade, a bearded queen. Although I really feel like they would look so much better. And I hate commenting on people's drag in this way. They would look so much better with a little cunty mustache.
Madam Mustache.
Madam Mustache. I hate non-connecting facial hair on anybody. Like on men, on non-gender conforming people, on drag queens. Like, you just have the neck beard. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You need a little stash or something. I think it worked for Venedita because her face is so architectural. And it was almost more like a chin strap than anything. When you just have this thick, luscious beard and then no mustache, there's something uncanny valley about that to me.
I mean, I'm also biased because like I have a thicker mustache to offset my neck beard. Because I like used to have beard and like thin stash, and then when I look back at those now, I'm like, that looks weird.
Yeah.
Because I do think it is like a weight and a balance thing,
Mm-hmm.
and like I feel like the mustache sort of like caps the beard,
Totally.
and like otherwise, yeah, the chin strappiness of it all, like the heaviness on the neck, like without anything for it to connect to.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just like, I guess, also personal taste.
Totally.
Because on the flip side, I guess if I did drag, having a mustache, if
Totally.
I did drag, I would be sad that I couldn't really do much with like my lips. So I guess the flip side is I appreciate that they have a lot more flexibility in the lip makeup they can do
Sure.
with how their facial hair is, because they have more room to cover because they have more like open essentially.
But they have a lot of space between their nostril and their lip. If they did a little blackberry in there, you know, she always does.
Just a little blackberry right in the nostril.
Pop one in there.
Just to fill in that negative space.
Stick a little blackberry in there. You know, like Dragula Blackberry does that like fierce curly moment,
Yeah.
but it's tiny, like pencil thin. She
Yeah.
would look so sickening with just a little penciled in mustache.
Yeah, or even the Max does Salvador Dali, like that, like do like a sort of painterly mustache where you can really make it whatever you want. You can make it curly, you can make it up and down, full body mustache, like whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand that. Or a beauty mark, love a beauty mark.
Totally, yeah.
Thin mustache, little beauty mark right above it, puss.
Or if that doesn't work, stick a berry up her nose.
Yeah, raspberries, blackberries.
All the way up there. Next in is someone who I think that, or I thought you would love. And I am curious if you are going to stan her throughout the rest of the season. Helena Maldita. Maldita. That means like curse or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think her name literally means like cursed Helena.
Yeah.
Or like the cursed Helena.
And she has 2 L's in her name, so it's like Helena. I think. So maybe it is. Maybe it's like hell curse or something is a great pun.
Well, I am living for what she's serving, to answer the question.
I thought you might, but what do you think about the boots? The silver boots.
The shoes.
Because there's all these beautiful electric colors, green, purple, yellow, and then silver ankle boots.
It's very much a shoe she already had.
Totally.
I would almost like be more okay with just like a bold, like weird color that doesn't match, or just like black.
Yeah.
But like silver is like, I can't remember if her glasses were silver, but that is already a reach because that didn't even need to be there in the first place. I mean, really, a green or yellow pump would have been fine in my opinion. But I mean, I don't know.
She's sickening though.
I love that her name is like down the front of her slit. Yeah. And it looks really good too, because some people will do their name like on an outfit or lettering on an outfit. And hers is interesting because it's a stylized font, but I feel like it still translates really well.
Yeah. In an interesting way. It doesn't come across like words on dresses like they normally do.
Yeah.
There's something artistic about it. Next in is Dallas DeVille, who has a Soviet sickle and hammer, which I was a little confused by.
Well, because she said something about like, she made a comment about like revolution for the future, but then she like does like that. I was like, okay. So
Russian plant.
So you're giving, well, she's a communist diva. That's her future.
Apparently. Flashback to the future.
I'm gonna get sued by her, and she's like, that's not what I was trying to say. But that's what I like interpreted it as, because she had her line and then she said something about like revolution, and then she like put them up together, like they were like her like Sailor Moon, like
it was very Sailor Moon, wasn't it? She came from the silver millennia. I think her point of view is really interesting, being this futuristic cyberpunk creature but keeping it positive rather than this bleak sort of post-apocalyptic version of the future that's often represented.
Yes,
I like that idea. The thesis is nice.
The concept of optimistic futurism, always here for that.
Amel is quaking.
Stop.
Lifetimes are not what they were. what they used to be?
Stop. You know what? I'm embracing optimism. I'm trying to look on the bright side for once.
Starting now. Starting right now.
It's a flashback to the future. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Next page, we have last in is Organza with 2 Z's. She says that she's a mix of things from her childhood and organza, which is lightweight, high fashion, and highly flammable. I love that thesis as well. And my last name, when I was still doing drag, was Organza. So, I mean, I'm very here for this.
Well, you better watch out because she's trademarked organza.
She apparently trademarked the whole line. She has the fabric on
The
lock.
material, yes.
That's hers. I remember when I first made my channel, someone was like, oh my God, did you name yourself after the Brazilian queen? I was like, no.
Someone said that?
Yeah, someone said that in my first couple videos.
Her impact.
They thought that I named my channel after her. And I'm like, no, that was my last name in drag.
That's hilarious.
Isn't it? I did not like the way that this episode cuts because it literally is just like them. They finish and then bam, episode 2.
Yeah.
Frenemies. Where they get basically the exact same setup and premise as the previous group, but they get a way better song.
Yeah, much more stunning.
And they have the exact same runway, which I did appreciate. Normally in these splits, they'll do like one will get a color and the other one will get a texture.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm glad they got the exact same one. So Helena is first out and she is repping what was Jumanji Wazerio Bahia, and she says this look is called a protection figurehead. I didn't really get the steamboat, like that's got to be something cultural I'm not getting, but I liked this Tasmanian devil looking thing.
Yeah, it was fun. I agree where there's clear and strong imagery, but it doesn't mean anything to me because I don't know the context.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have to judge like the look itself, which I mean is well made. It fits her well. I don't really, because I don't understand the elements, like it's harder for me to like it because I'm just seeing like the face of the creature like on her body and then like the legs. I'm like, what is happening? But I think she did a good job portraying whatever idea was in her brain.
Totally.
But I just don't know it.
I don't either. Organza's next, very Y2K. You could totally see someone like a Christina wearing this back in those days. I do like the crown hat. I don't know if I would ever see that on a drag race runway, though. Like, this is the first time I would ever see a build hat on a drag race runway, unironically.
You know, it is like it's a very specific vibe, which I think like in general, drag race runways like don't usually like have that kind of vibe. But I respect it.
Me as well.
I think it's just like it's a little bit more like stylized of like beyond like, I mean, obviously drag is anything you want it to be.
Sure.
I mean, someone was a sexy capybara last week.
With a droopy eyelash.
But like, I think there's like certain like, but in a weird way, I think there's certain things that are like more like drag to people. I feel like hats are one of those things where it's like hard to like pull that off in drag. But even in the same way of like, it's sort of just like stylized like streetwear or stuff like that, where it is like it can be the most expensive thing. It's like even when like Simone wore jeans, like they were like covered in diamonds, but they're like gorgeous. It's jeans.
Yeah.
And it's like if it's just a pair of jeans compared to like a gown of denim or like something like that. And I mean, in this defense, it's like a hat with like a. I'm rotted because I kept thinking of like those beer hats where they have like the straws. That's what it looks like.
It looks like that.
So at least like it was embellished, but it is like, I get what you mean because I see a hat. I see a build hat.
Yeah.
And like when I see a build hat, I think of straight people. But I'm like, but I know that this is also like, this is a vibe and this is a style and it's not, it doesn't. And like that's cool.
Yeah.
And it's like probably also cooler than me
dying
interpreting it.
Yeah.
But I see this build hat with these like little tubes around it.
You want to see drinks coming out
and
of it.
I see like little like beverage straws like
Okay, but
connecting
how
to the
puss would
mouth.
that be if someone came out in a beverage hat and was sipping on those RuPaul sodas?
Absolute vodka. Oh, House of Love.
House of Love sodas. Yeah, and they had one in each. That would be sick.
House of Love goggles.
That would be everything. Next is Tristan. It's Soledaji. I wrote down pronunciation here. I'll see if I can remember that. She's representing Sirio de Nazare. She mentioned something about the Amazon. I think it's very maximalism. And something looks like an art painting about it, but it also looks a little craft projecty. And I hate that word crafty. It's just, there's something so interesting about the breast upwards. I love this part. And then you scroll down and it's a bodysuit with some
bodysuit
paint and stuff stuck to it.
No, I get what you mean when you say crafty.
The shoes.
The shoes.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. Because like I get what you mean because like when there's florals, metallics, what looks like rope up the body, paint, like there's like heavy black and then like metallics and golds, like it does look like just such a strange amalgamation of like textiles and colors and trims that I'm like I get what you mean by it. It does feel a little crafty.
Yeah, it looks like those. Have you ever done an art project or something where you start working and you're really ambitious with one half of it and you're starting to work down it or up it and then you run out of material and you're like, oh crap, what do I do with the rest of it? I guess I can just glue this there and maybe they won't notice.
This outfit is giving, if you mix Katya's Hello Kitty sewing outfit with Ovi Kunt's Demon Tree from the first episode.
Oh my
clock
God,
bitch.
you're so right. Dallas DeVille is representing Sao Paulo. She opens to reveal something called Brazil wood that was taken from that region and is showing the urbanization process of that state. And I read that Brazil wood because I thought this was like
Dollywood.
I thought it was like an amusement park or something that
like, I want to go to Brazil wood.
Like that sounds cunt. It's apparently an actual wood that is really sought after for its red dye on the inside. Of it. It like bleeds this really intense red, and its sap is super red. So that's what that red interior was for.
Oh, that's interesting.
Isn't it?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. So I learned something.
Oh, listen, we love an educational moment.
Mm-hmm.
The drag is educational.
I agree. I don't like the look though.
What were we talking about again?
Dallas DeVille.
See, I thought so, but I'm
blinked
sorry.
out.
I just want to make sure before I went in.
Yeah.
It was really awkward when she like took it off.
Yeah.
Cause like and also because like I appreciate the wood. I didn't even understand it was wood though, because there's like the print on it of the wood.
Yeah.
Like it just looks like weird, like almost like red pixels to me.
Totally.
But she was a little clunky in that she had like the over thing over the thing.
Yeah. The over
you know when
thing
you have
over
your
the
over
thing.
thing over the thing. And was that the one that was made out of the fake plants too?
Yeah, there were all the fake plants all over plastic.
Also another layer of hate.
Totally.
The like super synthetic fake plastic monstera like really took me out. But
and you're a plant girly, so you clocked that
and
right
I am
away.
a plant girly, and I have fake plants in my room mixed in with my fake plants. Like I feel like there's a time and place for the fake plants.
Totally, there is.
But I think under those lights, it's a little too harsh of a light that it brings out the sheen.
You could see the petroleum in the leaves.
The petroleum. But yeah, I like her concept though.
Yeah, I liked what it wanted to be. That's what I feel about this season.
Compliment sandwich.
Then is Shannon Scarlett. She says she's coming out as the queen of Chica de Silva with the most sacred heart of Jesus. And apparently Chica de Silva was from Minas Gerais, which is where Shannon's born. I love religious imagery. I love whenever there's sacrilege on the runway. This felt a little earnest to me. Rather than just religious motifs. But I think that she looks beautiful and she looks expensive.
Really good. I mean, of the episodes I've seen so far, this is probably my favorite look from her. Because like Hair amazing, silhouette amazing. She looks great in just like big angelic white. Like it really like she looks so grand in it. And I don't always love just like a big all white dress like that. Sometimes I think it's a little like flat, but I feel like she just looks super regal in it.
She did.
Big fan.
Last is Ruby Ocean, who says she was inspired by Serato animals. I'm really obsessed with the lines and colors of it.
Yes.
I think that is very, very high marks for all of these. And I love just how bold and draggy it is.
Yeah, I think she's good at understanding how movement and silhouette comes across for her drag. Just in like a through line of her looks, I feel like there's always like a good outline, but there's also good like presentation, how she can move it. Like with her entrance, she can like shake her sort of like chain beaded wig thing.
She likes to move her body.
To move my body. The long sleeves on this, or like her mermaid dress that she makes later, where it's like, I feel like she's good at movement in drag, which I think is huge. Is like sometimes things are conceptualized as a stagnant, like immobile look, and then it goes into movement and it just makes no sense. So I do like that.
I do too. They're shown their video, and I wrote down, okay, I'm pissed off because why did they get choreo? Remember how they did a choreography section for the group one, but they didn't use it? This group actually did group choreo.
This group was tightly choreographed.
But like, did group one get choreo and they just didn't use it? Or did they get into the filming and it was like, it's a little too small, let's not do that? Like, what happened? Why did they need to do choreo if they didn't use it?
Well, now what was interesting is like the first group felt very like individual shot focused, like like more like the one-on-ones, whereas the second group felt a lot more focused on the group compositions, the group choreo.
And the line delivery to me was like divas to me. I was like gagged that they loved Organza as much as they did, because she looked so lost in that little Carol Brady wig. And then her runway was fine. She just was kind of a mess. I thought she was bottom of her group. I was gooped. During the critiques, there's a lot of weird discussion that's back and forth between both Bruna and Dudu, and that was a moment where I thought, okay, so this season's gonna go like this.
I feel like anytime you say Dudu, I'm gonna think you're like memeing.
It's Dudu. I was obsessed with the first group girls having to do their makeup again to get in the exact same look to go and reunite with them, and then reunite on the runway, because this was very clearly days later. And they were dressed in the exact same looks. Hey, I'm going to have to get in that capybara look again.
You better not be a sexy capybara when I get there.
And what did you think about them getting judged as groups? Because I was mad. I hated that.
I feel like it's tricky. I feel like I would have put them all together.
Or judge them both. Like, there's one high from group one high from group two, one bottom from group one, and one bottom from group two.
I'm like, I know it would have been so hard to do, but you know what season was it? Was it 16 where they did this split, but they basically came together right before the talent show?
Oh, 15.
Oh, 15. I would love if they had done something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, make them think it's a split and then merge them, and then they judge and look at everything together.
Yeah.
Where it's basically like first group walks, and then maybe like it like goes back, like how they did for 15 or whatever.
As they're doing their choreo.
And then it's like, okay, now we rewatch everyone like enter, but then each group gets to watch the others girl group performance. Yeah. And then like they all get critiqued together.
That would have been nice. Because it felt unfair. Like, group one very clearly had worse song and worse conditions. and it didn't really feel right that they got judged the way they did. So group 2 is called as the overall winner, with Organza winning that. And then group 2 is the winner, yeah. And then group 1 is called as the bottom group, and Naza has her entire brigading moment because she is sitting there all hyped and she's like, wait, why am I not winning? I was supposed to be the top. I got the best critiques last week. Why didn't I get a high placement? Why am I in the bottom? And honestly, I would be mad too.
I feel like sometimes the choices they make are also made to incite rage.
Totally.
We'll get to it, but the joint win later.
Yes.
I feel like sometimes they're also like, let's get the girls pissed off.
They were trying to make TV. So they put is it Diva? Diva and Bettina are the bottom two, yeah? And does not to be hateful, but is Bettina giving a little Irma here?
Stop, Irma.
Is she not giving her a little bit? Here in this mug.
Stop.
It was Christine Baranski the day before, but it's Irma Gerd here. And they have to lip sync to a song called Bandita, which was very strong for the first lip sync, but neither one of them were. This lip sync was a mess, and it was such a good song.
I feel like so far the vibe is for Brazil, either the song or the lip sync is a little crazy.
Totally. As this girly diva goes out, 'cause she's the first eliminated pork chop of our Brazil here. She says, when someone asks you about me, tell them more than a pair of ears. I'm a pair of great legs. And that was a fun way of twisting the Elvira quote, where she's like, if they ask about me, tell them I'm more than just a great set of legs. I also had a great, tell them I have a great ass.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
T.
Fun twist on that. And I think overall for this premiere, I think it was an interesting twist that kind of fell on its face a little bit.
Drag it, but no, I get that.
It's season 1 of this franchise in a country that has a lot of hostility towards queer people, is what everyone talks about, and is slowly turning around. And the first season is just like a mess so far.
Yeah, and like I think it could have just like been set up for success and to kick off on like a better note, essentially.
Right. Episode 3 is called Tupini Queens, where the girls are reeling in for that first lip sync, and we got the funniest thing I've ever seen on Drag Race ever. And by funny, I mean, what the hell was this? Melusina says, hey, during that lip sync, a lot of y'all were being really loud, and a lot of you were making a lot of noise, and someone said end her. And I think you guys should just not do that, because it's going to make the person who's losing feel bad. Like,
okay,
what?
No, literally, like, I was so fascinated by that conversation, because basically, like, I think it was group 1. Well, no.
It was group 2 were cheering for Bettina because she was serving in harder than Diva was.
Yeah, but then it was even weird because then, like, what was her name? Druella? What's her name? DeVille?
Dallas. Druella. Steve cut that. Steve cut it.
Oh, okay. Miss DeVille, she was from the second group, but she was also like butthurt.
Yeah.
Sorry. She was also a little like...
She was.
These girls are so
Raunchy.
vulgar. Yeah, so raunchy. She was very much giving me like Max like pro clutching tea.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I kind of love it though. Like, I love... Like, I know it's shitty. I know it feels bad. But like, I just think of season 5, episode 3, at the end of The Only Girl in the World lip sync, when they finish and Detox just goes, Monica! Like, after she just like annihilated Serena. Like, I don't know. I just think it's like that's like, that's just the name of the game
So
sometimes.
good.
Like, I'm
Totally.
sorry. Like, if they both do good, then like, yes, like say like work this person, work that person. Like, that happens where they will say like, yes, this person, yes, that person. But like, Also, like, if someone's slaying, like, cheer them on. If
Totally.
you want to root for your homegirl, root for your homegirl.
Yeah. It was very goldfish, don't tap on the glass energy for me. And like, wow, first goldfish girl ever on Drag Race. And you know what? If it were me that were being berated by some Scooby-Doo in drag, I'd get louder next time.
Are you the drag Scooby-Doo like me?
Greg comes in looking very cute the next day and tells him to get in 5-minute quick drag where they're going to do a pageant. And this could have been a maxi. This was so fun for a maxi.
I love like a pseudo pageant.
Me
I
as
always
well.
think that is fun.
I liked what Dallas did, and she was the only one that I wrote notes down for, and spoiler alert, she wins the mini. But I like that she approached it with her futuristic android concept and dressed like one. She's giving me Cynthia a kiss.
Stop. Hummus. She's paying hummus to the fungus.
Yes. Aunt Cynthia doll. Ooh, the Cynthia multiverse.
I hear Cynthia. I'm like, are you ready to synthesize or are you paying hummus to the fungus?
Are you ready to synthesize some hummus?
Actually, wait.
Look at her again. It's totally giving Cynthia a kiss.
Stop. Put that away.
Okay.
Stop.
But she like does her android thing where she's like, zoot, 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 power down. Ooh, power up. I like that she followed her thesis and she was maybe the only one who branded herself really well. And then what did you think of, I want to ask your opinion. What did you think about Aquarella snatching her wig when she got that win?
Okay, I thought that was messy.
It was messy. That's bad sportsmanship.
Because like, if it was like an accident, whatever, but she was like, yeah.
She was legit mad.
I'm like,
snatch your wig right
I don't
off.
know. I'm like, if that's your sister, that's one thing. But like,
This is a girl you don't even know.
it's like, you want to do that to the wrong girl.
There was a competition at Hamburger Mary's in Long Beach, and it was a top 3, and I want to say they lip synced to Bang Bang. So Queen A and Queen B were kind of messy boots, and Queen A rips off Queen B's wig midway through the lip sync. Queen B, I watched the video from start to finish because I had to see it. She gets pissed and turns to Queen A and snatches her wig off. And the two of them are basically catfighting through the rest of the lip sync, like cutting looks at each other and like looking like they're going to hit each other. Queen C turns because she hears the audience freaking out about them, turns, sees both these bitches bald, and goes and gets on like the opposite side of the stage.
Oh, she's
as
like
far away. She's like, y'all not gonna snatch my wig.
Y'all aren't gonna get me.
Right. And she basically like stands far away from them and finishes the lip sync and keeps looking at them like, stay away from me. And the two of them are just off in the corner fighting the whole rest of the song. It's so like, you don't know what's gonna happen if you snatch someone's wig off their head.
What was the song?
I think it was Bang Bang.
Oh, you said that. Yeah,
I'm almost positive it was
I was
Bang
like,
Bang.
I would love if it was something like, I think about you, like something feel good, or like shoo wop, like. Anyways, but hey, they said bang bang, bang bang into your face,
bang bang into your wig. They are going to do an acting challenge for episode 3. This one where they're all reunited. One is gone. I don't like an acting challenge this early, and certainly not a bad green screen acting challenge like this.
Girl.
But I love Miranda Lebrau saying, I want to play a lesbian character. I'm feeling the lesbian vibes. I want to give a message to all my lesbian fans. And she says, if you have lesbian fans, you're doing something right. And that's so true.
And listen, is it Trixie who says it? She's like, the lesbians are the ones who actually support you.
Totally.
She's like, those are the ones who are actually financially keeping you booked and blessed and employed.
And they will cheer for you. They will show up for you. The gays, the doo-doos, they're going to sit in there on their phone.
The gays, the doo-doos.
The gays and the doo-doos.
The girls, the gays, and the
doo-doos. I wrote this down because I thought it was interesting. I've never seen a Drag Race host, other than Mama Pao and the Anastasia, eat on camera. And when it was Bruna and Greg eating their popcorn during rehearsal, I've never seen one of the hosts eat on the show before.
That's so funny.
Isn't it?
Greg, not a cyborg, confirmed.
She eats. She's just like the rest of us.
I was like, at first I thought you were like, I was like, what kind of twist is Shay? Where you're like, I've never seen a host eat before. I was like, damn.
But I mean,
Eat.
eat. Oh, eat until you can't eat anymore.
I was like, she's the first one that's actually served.
She's the only one that's ever ate. Down, boots.
Ever.
Oh, grrr. They have to do this clunky acting challenge of a funeral that's happening at a football stadium with a crowd and an audience.
Well, because football, we love soccer.
Sure.
Sports.
Soccer is different.
Brazil's a little more athletic than us. Well, we have football.
Yeah, we have sports.
Well, and it's funny because like I guess Brazil is passionate about sports in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like we have sports we're passionate about here, but like we don't really do that. Like, like we don't really like we don't have like a Super Bowl acting challenge, like you know what I mean. But maybe we're just not as fun.
Maybe we are just not a girl that gets it.
But I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like the athletic fantasy of it all.
The guy with the boner the whole time. I did like what Naza and Organza did with their characters, and I loved Lebrau's character a lot. But everybody else was just, there's too many scenes, I think, or too many participants.
I mean, yes, but also the through line is you just are naming people who I think are all good performers, because I think Organza, Naza, Miranda, all are just very like, what's the word?
They're active.
Exactly, yeah. Like they are very like present in the face, like even just in their confessionals out of drag, just as them. They are very present and they're very good at like conveying emotion, and like you can tell that they have a little bit more control over the face than like some people who maybe even think they are emoting stronger.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like Naza at 22 is like fully like a cartoon character.
Completely.
Like she just gives like such big, strong reactions.
I live.
And I think that's a huge skill too. Because like, however big your reaction or like whatever like little like notion or like move you're doing, however big you think it is, it's still under like a wig and lashes and makeup. So some stuff doesn't come across as grand as you think it does, even just as a regular person.
Totally.
Like things that might feel bigger, like unusual for you, still are very subtle for other people. Well, that's not
been
shade.
there before. Something that felt really big was subtle for others.
That is twisted shade. But I where was I going with that?
You were talking about Naza and complimenting her.
Oh yeah, I think they like those people you mentioned who did good in the challenge. I think they would have done good with any character, because they're good at just livening up a role.
And it was such a bum acting challenge, and to do that in green screen is also really impressive too. But I mean, also shout out to Shannon, who was literally a dead body through all of it and was emoting.
Girl, I know. I would have been terrified to take that role.
Oh yeah,
because you're like literally a prop the whole time, and then you have to show up at the end, and like, because also there's the pressure of the whole time I was watching the scene. I was like, oh my God, Shannon's like, same thing, like you say Shannon, but I'm like, Shannon. But like, Shannon's character is literally just laying there. Like she's a corpse. She's a dead body.
Like an actual corpse.
Like an actual corpse. So I knew that she was going to have to come in and have some like essentially scene stealing lines at the very end. But then I kept thinking like, what is she gonna come in and do at the end? Yeah. To like make it all worth it. That is like a pretty high pressure role. I don't think I would go for that.
I would have been terrified. Speaking of Drag Race acting challenges set in a funeral, it's time for a Thailand 3 quiz. We have to do it. We have to do it every season. Okay, so in the acting challenge, Ban Lak Lun Lek Rud Lai Tan Lanun.
Of course.
Which RuPaul song did they have to lip sync to for the lip sync for your life? A, I'm That Bitch. B, Glamazon. C, Kitty Girl. D, Congratulations.
Stop. Okay, whoa. Because There's, I hate how international seasons have like RuPaul songs
And
as
the
like a
Thailand loves
default.
that.
Well, like Philippines too is really bad
Yeah.
about that. So many RuPaul songs.
So
I think
many.
3 might have a couple, but like I Bring the Beat was such a weird lip sync.
I bring the,
The
beat. Yeah, that was weird.
I'm trying to think. Okay, because like Kitty Girl is the most feasible, but then like A and D, Congratulations and I'm That Bitch would both be so insane. Part of me wants it to be I'm That Bitch because that would actually be hilarious.
Yeah. You said fuck Glamazon.
Oh my god. Well, because that's actually like I kind of like Glamazon.
Yeah.
She's so bloody tall.
I love that line.
Part of me well, no, it's not RuPaul. It's like I assume they wouldn't use it because that's Matthew who says that. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, right.
So I don't think
Isn't
they
it?
would use that audio. I'm gonna say,
Didn't they use Glamazon in the finale?
did they?
I thought they did it in 18. Was that not? Oh, no, that
For
was
the
CoverGirl.
insanity of it all,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Congratulations.
You're right.
They really lip sync to
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Benze Diva and Shotgun.
That is literally like top 10 worst songs to lip sync
Isn't
to.
it?
Congratulations, you're so much fun.
To a
Now let me tell you all the prizes that you've won.
thank you for a job well done. To an acting challenge where someone died and there was a funeral and they were reading the will. And someone was, you know what? I shouldn't share the plot because that might be a question later.
Oh my god, it's like they get the inheritance. It's like congratulations.
The runway for this episode is called Tupini Queens, where it's top model inspired. I'm going to be honest. I don't know who any of these women are. I don't know who these top model women are, but I appreciated that they did the actual side by sides. There were some that were egregious to me. Like Tristan's, she was doing someone named Carol Ribeiro, and she said she dragged it up to make it more enticing. Like, what do you mean? The look was already drag.
It was already puss.
It already was there. And then, who was the other one that was so egregious? Oh, Helena Maldita. You would not even know that was the same look.
Literally, just because I'm like, there's like a splash of pink. Like, I feel like we still got to keep it for something like this. Like, let's keep it a little closer to the source.
And you know who worked me out? Naza again. Naza completely worked me out because this is a full recreation look. And I like how she recreated the boots into the stockings.
Oh, I mean, hey, honestly, that is an underrated part of the drag illusion.
That's a complicated boot.
The way the shoe incorporates, because sometimes it is done a little doo-doo clunky.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of angels. There were a lot of
angels.
Was this your favorite angel, would you say?
Naza's, yeah. Definitely. Who did you have a favorite angel?
Ooh. I struggle with the angels. I hate the like full body stocking for the nude illusion. Like I love Miranda, but like how she had it.
Yeah, hers
how
was fun.
Verushka, whatever. Verushka DeVille, what's her name?
Dallas
DeVille.
Verushka DeVille. I'm gonna die. Didn't she look kind of like an Olsen twin though?
I was not lit. Sister
The Muggatry?
Brown is not your hair color. The color brown is nowhere to be found in the future.
Who is she giving from Drag Race Italia to? Who was that woman that went home near the very end? She is giving her in the Muggatry.
I can't with it.
You know who I'm talking about though, right?
I can't with it. Wait. Do I actually though? Drag Race Italia.
Season 2. She went home near the very end. She had that beautiful smile. She had been not doing drag for like 8 years or something. Went back to Drag Race Italia to pick it back up and get back in the game. And she was like a fun personality, but had kind of she didn't have the best looks because she wasn't really in it. She went home near the very end. Do you have the names up?
I do.
You do. Who
I'm
went
trying
home
to.
in top 5?
Are you talking about?
Skandalove. She's giving Skanda. She's 100% giving Skandalove, is she not? It's giving Skanda.
Stop! No, no scandalove. No scandalove. A little scandalove
Goes a
goes a
long,
long,
long
long
way.
way. Stop. She is a little. She's a little scandalove if she forgot to fill her brows in.
Oh, God. And Greg says that they're going to be judged as individuals, which I'm like, well, duh. They were in a massive acting challenge with no group performances. Like, they were in duos to break up the parts, but they weren't in pairs or anything while acting. And they get a more wacky critiques, which Organza is called as the winner. And I'm like, this was Naza's. This was totally Naza's win.
I was gagged by the two. It's always crazy to me when the first 2 winners are the same, like, or the first 2 weeks are the same winner.
Yeah.
Like, I just think it's an interesting way to get the season rolling and to get it, set up.
Mm-hmm. Especially when I don't agree with either win. Week 1, if I was going to give it to anyone, it would have been Shannon. And then this week would have been Naza.
Well, and also with Naza, they've been kind of setting up because, like, I don't think I mentioned, but, like, everyone came in and was just whacking her. It was, like, entrance, and it was, like, Naza looks terrible.
Yeah, they hated her.
But then she got critiques, episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, you're a star.
Mm-hmm.
And then this again, I feel like it would have been good for the storyline they're doing of, like, Naza's going against what the queens are saying about her in the workroom.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of just leaning into Organza again, I was like, oh, I mean, okay.
Yeah,
Go
work.
for her.
The lip sync song is called Cachorinhas, where Tristan did not know one single word. And it cuts to Greg. And she points at her lips and is like, the words? Do you know them?
Listen, I appreciate that Greg is clear in letting you know how she feels about shit.
She's like a Pangina, but less loud. Like, she's more subtle Pangina.
Yes. But, like, she'll still, like, if she's pleased by something, you can tell she's pleased. If she's disappointed, you can tell she's disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that.
I did too.
I like that transparency.
Do you know what the finger was giving me when she did that? It was giving me the spirits.
I thought you were going to say the Rihanna gesture of the, like, twirling the hand and then the wink.
Oh, I think about Michelle sitting there with Kennedy not knowing a word, and she just twirls her fingers for like a solid second in silence. The spirits.
The spirits.
Think about that all the time. That's majorly what it was giving me. And they said earlier in the season, I don't mean to be shady again, but they said earlier in the season that Brazilians don't get a lot of opportunities to do drag, and I feel like these lip syncs so far have really shown that. Steve, find a way to edit that nicer.
Find the 10 words I said and
Reorganize
improve
them.
it. Yeah.
Reorganize them in a better manner. Dallas is the one who's safe and Tristan is out, which I wasn't really vibing with her anyway, so I was like, okay, bye.
It's rough.
Isn't it?
It makes sense. She definitely it makes sense. But it was very I don't know if she came across the way she wanted to.
No.
In her run.
I think she thought she was serving it really hard. I'm pretty sure she thought she was serving and slaying. And she was nothing of the
And
sort.
slay.
And serve. And slay. Not a Silk King clock. Episode 4 is called Atlantic Mermaids. What do you think about a design challenge this deep into the season?
I mean, it's about damn time.
I'm saying.
We got to get it popping with a design challenge. And, if it's not the first, that's fine. But I'm like, let's bring back design challenges for the first, like, altogether episode. If it's not, like, already the first episode. Mm-hmm. like instead of girl groups acting challenge sewing, girl groups sewing
Yes.
acting challenge.
Mm-hmm. Or do what Philippines did and girl group sewing challenge. That's sickening. Just don't eliminate until the design.
Period.
They do pretty much the exact same setup as Drag Race Mexico, where they do their little mini challenge and then shiny object to a curtain that reveals all their materials. But before that, they open the library ridiculously
Early
early.
reading. And I feel like also the thing is like the library is improved by like lore and history, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like having more to add to what's going on makes it easier. Like
You
I
have
think
to add
about
books to the library for it to be successful.
hello. I think about like Darian's Read of Ben.
Oh,
The full of yourself thing. That happened because Ben had already won 2 challenges.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like sometimes shit has to happen
Mm-hmm.
for the girls to really like develop some reads for the
Right.
girls that are gonna stick.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise it's kind of just like the sooner you do it, the more shallow the reads are going to be,
Mm-hmm.
which then is not as fun. Because in this case, it was everyone picking on Davina DeVille.
Melusine. No.
I was trying to think of another D name for DeVille, Dallas DeVille, because I call her like Drizella and Verushka so
Drusilla
far,
DeVille.
and
Darushka.
and Limousina Sparkle.
And Naza. And I think it cuts to Naza at one point. And she's
yeah.
like, am I the only one in the room?
I mean, and Naza, to be fair, Naza I was not surprised by
Sure.
because they were already whacking her in the confessionals. But Dallas, like she said, was kind of low-hanging fruit because she was the most recent in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're like, easy to read.
Totally. It seemed to me like they were only told to pick a couple people. Like they weren't told to do the whole room.
Okay, and that's what I was confused by because even something, that Greg said of like, who are you gonna read? Like, not like you're going down the line and just reading everybody. Because I was always under the impression that everyone's just reading the whole group left to right or whatever down the line.
Yeah.
And they show the highlights.
Yeah, that's how it always seems.
Because if it's just like, I'm going to pick a couple of them to read, that is shitty. I'm sorry.
is.
I think it needs to be fair and you read everybody.
It seems like that's what they did in Mexico too, because remember, only Argenis got all the wax.
Because I'm like, listen, it's one thing if only the reads about you were the funny ones, but at least everyone got read. If truly everyone's just picking you to read, that is evil and dark-sided. Like, you better watch out.
Dark-sided people are all around us.
True. Never forget it.
I did like Miranda's line. We know there will be a double elimination this season. Naza and the beard that she carries on the runway.
It's fun. I didn't even notice her 5 o'clock shot.
I didn't either. And I still haven't.
And then I had to look for it. It probably is an in-person thing.
That happened with, who was it? Was that, oh my God, was that in season 3 of España with, Mother? Not Petita. Who was the other runner-up? There's too many drag names in my head right now.
I was supposed to say Venedita, but she
Not
had
Venedita.
a full beard. So I don't think it would be her. Considering she was a bearded diva.
She was. In season 3, the other woman, the other top 2, there's too many people in my head right now.
Ornella?
Not Ornella.
Oh.
Not Ornella,
Oh, wait,
not
no.
Kelly.
Ornella was not. Wait.
It was the runner-up.
It was Ornella, Kelly, and...
Petita and...
Oh, no.
Yeah, her.
Oh, no.
I remember her and I love her. I can see her face. I can hear her voice. I can hear her talking horny and talking in that comedy challenge about big dicks and a 8x8 and how big that must be. And I can see her face and I can't remember her name. There's too many people up here. We reviewed too much Drag Race. Anyway, her.
Serena Morena.
Remember they were talking about how bad her makeup was. And we never saw it looking bad. They said she had an awful mug. And sometimes I think these girls read each other knowing what they see up close, but it's not what we as the audience are seeing on the camera.
Well, and I mean, yeah, to be fair, sometimes I do think I carry a certain blindness with. Are you talking about Vanya?
Vanya Vania. Yeah. Remember they were saying that she had really bad makeup, that she had the worst mug of the season.
And I'm just like, no. And I talk about this with my friend too, because I think Drag Race and drag has polluted my brain. Because I look at someone like that, I'm like, yeah, that's a woman. Like, that's what women look like.
Yeah, totally.
And like, I don't mean that in an offensive way, but I just like,
There's no question in your mind, like when they're standing there, like, that's a woman.
I have this weird blindness with drag queens where like, unless you're like Brickington Dupree, like if you got a little bit of mug on, I'm like, lady.
Yeah, totally.
That's a lady.
I feel the same way. They are shown a bunch of design items that they can use, but it's oddly not given any kind of advantage to Bettina, who won the mini. She like doesn't get any extra seconds to go pick up stuff. And it's basically a bunch of plastic and lycra and crap.
Like actual crap.
Actual crap. What do you think about these items? They're told to make a mermaid. And what their vision of a mermaid is.
Okay, they're very clear requirements. It was like, this needs to be a mermaid. This needs to look like you are in water. You are a fish.
Yes.
Because they're even like, so how are you going to move like a mermaid?
Yeah.
How are you going to look like you're swimming? How are you going to look like you're underwater?
How are you going to give the realness here?
Like, no, literally, it was very clear, like, this is the vision. This is what we're doing. Which is interesting, especially for unconventional materials.
Very much so. And, you know, we talked about this before, how a lot of times the international seasons kind of overlap on each other. They'll do similar challenges or whatnot. I wonder if this was coming out episode-wise at the same time Serena Morena, the musical, came out. Like, maybe they were within a week or two of each other. And it was the WoW universe making sure that these happened around the same time. And I wonder if that's why they had to be mermaids. It was just interesting.
The multiverse of mermaids.
Do you want to address all these looks, or do you want to just give some highlights?
I mean, we can speed run it and linger on the highlights, I would say.
Ruby Ocean is first. I love how avant-garde it was, and I thought it was very pretty, but I didn't get mermaid, but I love it.
It's aquatic somehow. Love the body, love the arms. Would have liked it more without the weird like head wrap part.
The foreskin hood was a little bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Naza is looking camp directly in the eyes, and I was so worried. I gasped when she came out, and I thought, oh my God, she's going home.
Stop.
I stand this woman, but I thought she was going home.
I could see Hanabeshi in this look.
Hanabeshi with mermaid skirt.
Hanabeshi with valve. She said, I showed them my valve. I showed them I was inflatable when they were all like coming for her. Which I thought was a cute touch on the waist, the little like inflatable piece to show like, oh, this is how I'm floating. This is how I'm a fish.
And it was a dark-sided fish. It wasn't necessarily. I mean, sorry, it was not like.
Are you giving dark-sided fish like me?
It wasn't like a bright, colorful mermaid like what we would assume it because it's got this collar on it. It looks a little more Ursula to me. Like it looks a little more like the villain of a mermaid story.
Yeah.
And I like that she didn't go so literal with right, and I'm Ariel and la da da la da da.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that.
What'd you think about Aquarella looking like a big purple dick?
Woof, the fool. Okay, because literally her and Ruby, I was like, what's with these damn like hula hoops around the head? Like, why is that giving fish?
You're like a butterfly in a cocoon.
When she said it was the first dress she made, I believed it. Yeah.
Very that. Next is Organza. I think that the skirt is really cool, but I hate everything from the tits up. The category is hoods.
Okay, for real. Well, because, and this was fascinating because at first I was like, maybe in the sense that this is like a backdrop against her hair that was sort of lifted up to look like she was like underwater and that was the water behind her. But then she lowered it and it was just a poncho or like a bolero.
Yeah.
I was like, boo. Because I like the mermaid skirt.
Yeah. I do
lifted too. And then it's like the contrast pink heel that matches the webbed pink glove. I liked that detail.
Me too.
But I didn't like it altogether finished. I agree.
I think that she constructed some really great pieces, just as a little off book. Next is Miranda Lebrau, definitely looking like a promo look.
Ooh.
This looks like Farrah's promo look to me.
Okay.
It's like giving almost identical beat for beat of Farrah's original season 9 promo look.
I love it though. I think she should have been high.
She's got a little tentacle coming off of her.
I thought it was really cool. I mean, she's got the little like she was struggling to get the plastic melted because it was like peeling off.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the finished product was very impressive.
Yeah.
And I think that she should have been high.
I would agree. Bettina Polaroid is serving a shark mermaid who has dreams of having the first ever underwater rock band.
Well, of course.
I love whatever's wrong with her. She's so funny to me.
She's giving David Bowie in the Labyrinth with this hair.
Totally. What do you think about the look?
I cannot with any, like, when it's the rocker, like, 80s mini dress with the giant asymmetrical shoulder. It's killing me. It is so, like, I won't say cop out, but it's so like, ooh, and I'm doing a rocker chick. Mm-hmm. But like, because it's Bettina, I'm a little bit like, okay, fine.
Right.
That's fine, Bettina, because it's you. She's analog and digital. I get it.
She's a flashback to the future. So she's giving us 80s rocker meets future mermaid.
Yes. Optimistic future. Take that, Cruella.
Shannon Scarlett ends up going with the classic Ariel scrunch top with the skirt that doesn't really look very mermaid. I think she looks beautiful, but I don't get the prompt at all.
She looks gorgeous, but I'm sorry. You're doing a fish and you're wearing crushed velvet. Crushed velvet is not aquatic.
To be fair, they gave it to her.
They should not have put crushed velvet in that box.
I agree.
That is not a water material.
We wanted it to look wet, and so you gave her that. Dallas DeVille, your favorite so far,
Druella.
Is very confusing. The panties look like a diaper. I think about
which I guess are also reheated panties.
Oh yeah, she wore them already last week. Do you remember in season 4? We're on a season 4 kick. Elvira is talking to, I think it was it Elisa, and she goes, and your underwear, they look like a little diaper. That's what it is. A little diaper. It's very Elvira too.
Oh God, I could not with this.
Do you hate it?
They were like, you did so good. You really came out of your shell. And I was like, I hated this.
Just because she put some prosthetics on?
She was giving movement. She was bold in her movements. I don't know.
Here's my thing with this look. 25% of it is boots. And those were brought from home.
I would say 100% of it's boot.
Period. Next page.
But yeah, no, I get what you mean. And
panties that she brought from the week before.
And panties.
No boots. No panties.
No boots.
And if you take off panties. We were talking about this with Jade So. If you were to look at the parts that she followed the parameters of the challenge with, which was the sewn part, and you remove the parts that she didn't make, you remove the panties and the boots, she only has a bodice and some shoulder spikes. That's not a design. And it's not even a design at all.
But is it a DeVille?
But is it fashion?
No.
And then Melissa Ines Sparkle is what Ursula would be if she was actually Ariel, which, spoiler alert, is actually a character named Vanessa.
Well, this is Serena Morena, the Rusical. She's the understudy. Serena.
I did think it was so puss when Greg asked her in critiques, like, I told you about the skirt. What are you going to do if you have to lip sync? And she goes, oh, zip. I actually have pants that I made. I'm ready.
She should not have revealed it.
She should not have. She probably would have been safe.
I think that would have given her an edge. The surprise of having the pants. That could have been a necessary gag to give her the edge.
She should have just been like, I would be fine if I had to lip sync. I got it.
Can I be hateful?
Please.
even if she made the skirt well, I still didn't like it.
Is it too literal for you?
Yes.
It's very literal.
And I'm also like, I just didn't, I don't like on real people the Ariel shell bra and mermaid tail.
Yes.
Like, it just looks better in cartoon form.
Right.
When it, like, even someone being Ariel and they have the like cartoony looking shell bra that's like big and padded, especially because Melu has such a tiny frame, it just looks kind of silly to me. And the skirt, super well made, but it's just like the Ariel silhouette is so like underwhelming.
Agreed.
And like, I get that it's like Ariel is Ursula, Ursula's Ariel. That's fun. I like the idea of it. I like the approach to the cosmetics, whatever.
The earrings are cute.
Earrings are cute, but I was not sold.
You were not living for the lip sync.
I would have liked it more if it was not Ursula, honestly. And maybe that's being hateful, but it's
what if
like,
it was Sebastian as Ariel?
Stop.
And what if she just came out there fully red with lobster claws?
I mean, if she was like even like a different type of, even if you're like, you come out as like an anglerfish mermaid or something like Asia O'Hara, like, I don't know.
You heard Nosferatu beach party and you came out as an anglerfish.
But yeah, I just didn't, it felt a little too on the nose for me of like, well, okay, we're all doing mermaids. Like, if you're coming out as a little mermaid, I'm a little like, okay.
Bored. Did you gag over Helena Maldita? Because the judges were gagging.
I thought it was definitely the best one. If not, well, I mean, my favorites were hers and Miranda's.
Mm-hmm.
But then as soon as Miranda was safe, I was like, okay, well, this is obviously the tea. And I do think the placement of the paneling was very impressive. And it didn't look like a sewing challenge look in a good way.
It looked like she brought it from home.
Yeah.
In a good way. I think all the chains are really hot. The mug is deadly. And I think when you compare it to the others, it is the best design. And it is the best construction.
Design and POV in a way that it definitely looked a little more premeditated and thought out. Like, she did bring it from home.
Yeah.
Also just in the sense of just like, she didn't throw this together and be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Because the styling does feel very thought out and intentional.
Yeah.
Where it's not like, oh, you threw this together in 24 hours.
The only other one who killed it was Ruby, but even then it wasn't the assignment. It was avant-garde.
Yeah.
Which I think is hot, but not really.
Avant-garde.
Avant-garde. So during Untucked, things get a little bit heated between Organza and Naza because these girlies hate her. And I love when a bitch has something to say and the room is talking about them without letting them speak, because Organza's like, I just don't think that Naza has done this thing right. And then I think it's like Ruby starts saying like, well, Naza did this and Naza did that. And then Miranda's like, well, Naza did this. And all the girls are talking about her. And Naza finally like stands up, bonks her head into the plant. And she's got a full plastic plant, a little palm tree in her wig the whole time. After several minutes of not being able to talk, and is reading this bitch down like, this was a material, this is a material, and this is a material. Clock all of it and sit down and enjoy being safe. They liked my look, and you're not a judge, and you're not here to judge me. I don't care what you think. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, very much so. Because even before they got in there, the girls were like, if she wins, I'll be pissed. Like, as long as Helena wins, because if anyone wins, especially Naza, I'll be mad. And then she comes in, she's like, I might win.
And they're like, no, the fuck you are not. So they get back out on the runway and they call the winner as Helena Maldita. But then Gagaroni, they also tell Naza that she's the second winner. And I agree with you. I think they were rage baiting them. They wanted to piss off that room.
It felt a little bit like that, because Helena winning, I was like, absolutely. But her winning was a little bit like,
this is a
Varushka. Have to do that.
It was a Varushka win.
Varushka DeVille.
Naza DeVille. That's her new last name. Naza DeVille.
No.
The bottom two are called as Melusine and Aquarella, and they have to lip sync to a song called Shige.
She gay.
Shige. Melusine had it, I feel like, until she took off her top for no
Her
reason.
top. You could see the dread and upset and disappointment in Greg's face.
She looked pissed. And I don't blame her. I think this was the best lip sync so far. And it was really good. That's saying
Yes.
something.
I think that it was unexpected,
Mm-hmm.
but it was strong. I think they both were very active. I think that Aqua was a lot more like of a dancer, like mover than I was anticipating. But even on the flip side, Mezu too was very much trying her darndest. I thought it was a very active, exciting lip sync.
In comparison to everything else so far, yeah. And when they call the safe queen, it cuts to Grag looking like she regrets it immediately.
Also, this look.
The prolapse roses.
We haven't really talked about her looks much,
There's not really a lot to talk about.
but it's like poison ivy if she controlled just grapes. Anyways,
Ooh, that's fun. I want to do that.
don't you love that?
I do love that. Episode 5 is called Glamazonia, and this is the last episode we're going to be talking about today. They were all very broken up about Melusine. And I was like, is this a Kelly Roller thing? Like, was she serving it really hard and I just didn't notice it? Like, why are y'all broken up? You're crying like she did something.
She was an icon.
She was like Veruska. She got everyone better tips.
Everyone says, thank you, Melu.
They have to do another 5-minute quick drag for the mini, and they have to decorate a wedding cake but make it drag. Like, what does that mean? Like, what is a drag wedding cake?
We're about to find out. It's applying frosting with your hands.
Getting crazy out here. I want this to be a maxi so bad. Decorate this cake for your maxi and deliver some type of branding speech about what that is about you. Like, make this your product for your baking channel. Like, this is your YouTube viral video.
Like the season 3, but without the sewing and more of the like commercial challenge.
More of what they did with Charo in season 15. That cooking segment. Like, here's your cake, decorate it. You have 10 minutes to make your video. Be as funny as you want or as serious as you want. Do whatever. Just make it and show us who you are. That'd be fierce.
Thinking about that commercial from the 2000s for that cake where you like the middle is hollowed out and you can put like ice cream or like whipped cream or like jelly. Do you know what I'm talking about? Anyways,
There was that as seen on TV.
yeah,
one.
and it had like the mold in the middle and you could put
Yep.
like fruit or cream.
A whole can of peanut butter.
Literally, I think about it all the time. They showed all the different options.
I wish I had gotten that at one point in my life. I wanted it. This was such a mess. A disaster mess. But I was cackling at Shannon because the whole time she's like, oh my God. Oh, squeezing the icing, like moaning and gooning. And she made me laugh hysterically. Girl, why did they have dildos to use as accessories? And they were like puncturing it with multiple dildos and DPing their cakes and stuff. What was that? This was weird.
It was crazy, and it devolved the more it went on. We had just people like licking their hands, spreading the frosting with their hands, throwing their bodies on it. Bloody dildo, yes, kill these bitches with my bloody dildo on top of the cake.
It was so wild. And after literally zero deliberation or thought process, the two winners are called as Bettina and Helena, which I still don't understand why they won. Like, there was no exposition.
They
They said
exposition. I love they're like, we should do 2 winners again just to make it feel fair.
So it doesn't seem like we threw it out of pocket last week. And they do probably one of the strangest challenges ever, where they're going to do a "You Are Not Alone" message of hope. And they have to reach into a box of buzzwords that the pit crew brings in that are full of words like empowerment, acceptance, diversity, representativity, respect, which is a word I've never heard. Representativity. I didn't even know that was a word. Inclusion, empathy, and compassion and love.
Hanabeshi with compassion and love.
I did not understand why the mini challenge winners did not get to choose first, or at the very least get to like switch if they wanted to.
Right. Yeah. Like pick last. You can either like pick what's in the box or any of your sisters.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would have been kind of non sequitur anyway. Non sequitur because like this challenge was framed. Okay, hold on. I'm going to backtrack my statement. RuPaul's Drag Race has a problem with authenticity. And back in the early seasons, Ru would ask the girls, we want to see you. We want you to drop your guard. We want you to show that person underneath. That's who we're going to fall in love with. Alaska was even criticized for being too canned and that she didn't have a heart like Sharon did. Which, jokes, Sharon was a big old racist, so I don't know why they were praising her for that.
The gag.
The gag of it all. And so, you know, back in the day, they used to ask for these things, and they would ask some of the girls to stop being so kitschy, like Dela. Like, stop being so ha-ha about it. Just show who you are. We want to see the vulnerability. And after a certain point, I want to say it was like season 7 or 8, they really stopped caring about that. And it was more like, how are you going to make us laugh? I think the turning point was Trinity in that Princess Design Challenge, something that traditionally was very serious. You either designed your outfit well or you made garbage. And Trinity just made a bathing suit, but was funny with her Stanky the Starfish, so she won. And from that point, Drag Race was always like, if you're funny, it doesn't really matter. Like, you can do whatever as long as you're hilarious. And so going forward into the seasons, when they asked them to do stuff like, we got this egregiously in All-Star 6, Pink Table Talk, and Charisma, Uniqueness, and Talent monologues, it's framed as like, be vulnerable, share parts about yourself that you would normally not tell people, allow the audience to love you. And then they're like, hey, Ginger talked about how she has a poop blockage, so she's going to win that one. And then Eureka talked about how she shat herself, so she's going to win that one. We don't care that these girlies gave their entire being and soul to the world, which is what we asked them to do. We want that. We want to laugh, right?
It is very that. It's very like, it's not like instead, like, hey, we're doing like something more like we want to see vulnerability. It's like, no, top priority is still making me laugh. Hee hee ha ha, dance for me, clown.
I have a cocomelon cancer up in here that you have to tickle.
But if you can trickle in some great lore and backstory and vulnerability about yourself that we can use, that would be great.
Yeah. And so we get into these international seasons like Belgique, where they did that. Show us what you look like as Queen of Belgium. And they just wanted an authentic speech. The girls who were silly didn't really get rewarded. And then you come here and it's like, you are not meant to be funny. You are meant to be serious.
This challenge especially was like, all right, you have 30 seconds to... It was like the Mac Viva Glam meets like the DragCon panels.
Yeah.
Or no, the Pink Table Talks.
Yeah. But like more serious.
It was like Mac Viva Glam, Pink Table Talk, eulogies.
Yeah. But it's meant to be super serious and it's meant to be inspiring and hopeful. And so it was like Drag Race Whiplash, where I'm like, whoa, they're all being way too serious. They're all going to be in the bottom.
Be
and
serious,
Greg was like,
but also inspiring, but also earnest, but also hopeful.
You're giving Chanel
Yeah.
in the Oprah.
Is it what you thought, but also not? But also, is it too much or not enough?
Do you feel like you were inspiring at all? Maybe you weren't inspiring at all.
Were you earnest or were you hopeful or a little bit of both?
And so on one hand, I appreciate that Greg is trying to show what Drag Race could be rather than what it's always been. But on the other hand, it really shook me. And I'm like, this is not what I expect at all. But this is the moment I think where I really started to love Greg, because it's who is it? It's Shannon, right? Shannon is having this really heartfelt moment about being Black and doing drag and talking to the Black community.
Yeah.
And she's crying and Greg is just there and like hugs her and it's just there to be with her in that moment. And it's like, she's so personable in the way that I think Priscilla wanted to be in those first couple seasons, but was just trying to figure out what she was doing.
Yeah.
The way that Sharon not Sharon. The way that Supreme has been. Steve,
Oh,
cut that.
no.
The way that Supreme has
no,
been.
no,
Oh, no, no,
no,
no, no,
no,
no.
no.
The way that Supreme is. Like, she's just there with these girls, and I
Yeah.
love that.
I feel like there was more like emotion and vulnerability in the filming of these challenges and what they actually got out of the challenges themselves, which was the goal.
Yeah.
Like they had better content in the BTS.
Completely. And I thought it was weird how they judged them in trios. Because they weren't working together.
No. But they made them sound like they were groups or something.
Like, would it have been that hard to just go down the line? All
One
right,
by
your
one.
turn. All right, here's your video. Here's your short critiques.
Yeah.
Your turn. Because it would have been the same amount of time.
Can I also say,
Yeah.
part of me feels like this would have been more effective if it had been like live or something. Like, I feel like them being videos was so strange.
Yeah.
I know it was brief and quick, but it kind of reminded me of like when my friend did theater. I was never much of a theater girl myself, but when my friend did theater, at the front of the year they always had like monologues to get the year poppin'. And it'd be like any monologue from any like musical or like play or TV show, whatever. But you just did like a 1 or 2 minute funny or dramatic monologue, and that was like your intro. But I almost felt like it needed to be something like that, where it was just like a mic on the stage, and like one by one they came up and they like said, like they gave like a short like speech or like monologue almost about like what it meant to them, because it's like an infomercial. Like, it was weird. It was like the branding product commercial challenge, but like for HR buzzwords.
Totally. To be super progressive.
For like pride, like corporate pride words.
Rainbow capitalism. What would your monologue be?
I read it at the start of the episode.
Oh my God, it'd be that?
Well, yeah.
Period.
Suck my pussy nut or whatever it was. The RuPaul Catitude lyrics.
Period.
Yeah. I would just dramatically read that.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah, wearing what Laganja wore.
Isn't that what Lydia also recited during her Snatch game as Pete
Wait,
Burns? And Rue didn't get it?
I think that actually might be.
She totally did.
Now that you mention it, oh my gosh, people are probably fuming that I didn't say that. Sorry.
Oh my God, you're so fine.
Sorry, Lydia. I know you're watching. I'm not trying to come for your gig. Not trying to come for your Pete Burns gig.
And Rue is confused by that. I do want to say I enjoyed Helena's messaging of we can't just focus on the G. There's also LGBTQIA plus.
Yeah.
And I thought that was good.
Plus.
Britney Spears.
Amanda, we love you.
We love Amanda Tears. And I thought that the messaging that Shannon had was beautiful, but everybody kind of missed the mark because I thought the whole prompt was, you are not alone. And everything was like, hey, I'm gay and people don't like that, but it's okay because I'm gay and also you. But if you're not, that's okay. Be gay.
Prepping us for Joey J's All-Stars run.
Soft launching it.
Yeah.
We also I forgot to mention that the runway prompt is called Glamazon, where they're meant to do, like, Amazon is what it kind of sounded like.
Glamazonian
Airways. Glamazonian Airways. Did anyone stick out to you that you really loved?
First of all, I feel like the choice of green, kind of across the board, crazy. It was such like a crafty green. Is that hateful?
No, I would agree with that. It looks like those flower balls that you stick the arrangements into. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
The foamy ones?
Yeah. The green, the plant foam.
It looks like that.
A lot of the greens that were present were very like bright and crafty greens, which I did not love. Like, even with looks like Shannon or Naza, or there was like other ones. Like, Helena's was a little more of like a deep, rich green, but there was like a through line of that super like bright kind of like not
natural green.
It was not a leaf forest green to me.
It was tropical.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, there were a lot that I liked, but I think Ruby's
Thank you.
was really dope.
It was.
And I mean, obviously this was a rare time too where everyone did nail the category in their own way. Everyone's meeting.
You think Dallas did?
Well,
sorry, I put you on the spot. What you were saying, a lot of people did nail the category.
I think the category is being fulfilled for the most part. Everyone's giving their own version of it, but hers was, well, no, I won't say the most intelligent because it's not like the others were dumb, but hers was
the most
commentary.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there is a level of intelligence to it. Like she was the most cerebral.
Yes, and it had a lot of impact because it wasn't just celebrating like the beauty of it, but also like honestly was kind of the reality of it. And I'm also curious because I think this is before. Isn't the Amazon the one that had the crazy fire?
It was like, that huge fire.
Like what? It was probably like
2024, wasn't it?
It was crazy. Like
yeah, there was that huge fire.
But I think this would be like right before that.
Generations are not what they used to be.
Stop.
Sorry, I'm
Amel,
sorry. I'm sorry. Continue.
It's a message of hope.
Sorry, continue.
But like, I don't know. I feel like the Amazon continues to be a problem.
Totally.
And while I love that most of the looks were like celebrating the beauty of it, I loved that hers was the most directly like, here's the beauty, but here's also like the ugly or like the sad of it.
The non-romanticized version of it.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I loved hers as well for that exact same reason. And you know what? I also loved Naza's for the camp because it was very campy.
Yes.
I like that the globe, or at least just South America, is on her skirt. I love the lungs and the translation of that. Her mug is so muggy on. I really enjoy that a lot.
She do have a good mug at her young, fresh age. Good for her. But yeah, I mean, I like most of them. You did call out a booger, but I mean, we don't have to go there.
Okay.
I don't. No, I do need to talk about it.
Please.
The mix of bird and cheetah. Oh, okay, but she wasn't the only one because Aquarella's was also bad. So it's okay. I don't feel bad singling her out because she wasn't the only bad one.
Dallas was a mix of hyacinth macaws and a jaguar, just for clarification here.
Very Spy Kids 2. Spider Monkey. The Steve Buscemi fusion animals. Drusilla DeVille as Steve Buscemi's Spy Kids 2 fusion animal. Yes. Hanabeshi with Spy Kids 2 fusion animal.
Oh my God. Shannon is called as the winner of this challenge, which I think I agreed with.
It made sense. I mean, I could have seen her getting a win at some point already because I even think she could have won the first episode.
I think
she did really good in the performance. I think it was a mix of like a lot of them had emotional breakthroughs in recording the challenge, but I think hers most clearly translated in the final product.
Right.
Everything that transpired in the filming and the build up and like the emotion that carried through the whole process, I think carried over into the end.
Yeah.
Whereas some of the others, they might have had like really good conversations with Greg in recording, but the finished product was still a little eh.
Can I say it was my last note on this challenge? When Miranda LaBrow with Empowerment opened with our enemies are still in charge while dressed as Tilda Swinton in Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, but like if she was in Dynasty.
Stop. And she was like screaming out like hateful words.
Yeah, I'm like, this is so like the queen telling everyone to move forward. Our enemies are still among us.
It was a little crazy. I felt a little like cuckoo for watching it.
I felt cuckoo for watching all of these. The lip sync song is called what is this song called? It's called Vermelho. and it's Aquarella and Dallas. They both gave it really hard, and I think this was probably one of the most impressive lip syncs so far because they were both giving it like it was great. But what I have to say, for someone like Aquarella who talks about how expensive her glasses were, that she had to ask her fans for help to buy new ones because they were so expensive, this bitch really throws herself on the ground. Like, she's got non-expensive pieces of equipment on her face.
She's got that UK kind of recklessness with her body. Just slamming herself on her knees. In her case, though, she says, you know what? I'm just going to jump and land flat on my back.
Yeah.
Just flat on my spine. I'll let the spine absorb all the shock.
I saw a video of Kiana jumping off a chair, and you know how she always does like the spine drops?
Yes.
And she jumped off of that and landed on her spine, and it cuts to a stitch of this creator who like gets on a chair and jumps off of it and pretends like she's gonna fall, and it cuts before her feet touch the ground, and it cuts to an ambulance.
No, literally, because Kiana will jump 6 feet in the air,
Yeah.
pop her pussy mid-air in a little split, and then land on the small of her back. Like she's trying to like shorten herself manually. Like she's trying to take inches off her height.
By killing a disc or something. Yeah. But like the way that Aquarella lip sync, like you mentioned, like that UK recklessness, my body was hurting just watching her. I'm like, call up 911 now. I'm ready to go to the hospital.
The Aquarella school of lip syncing is either throwing ass, throwing arms, or throwing your entire body onto the floor.
Or both.
Yeah.
A combination of all. And they eliminate Aquarella, which I think, honestly, it could have been Dallas, because I think Aquarella's got more competition to give, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I hatefully would have... Sorry, Drizella. I would have...
Don't like her.
No, I love her. That's why I can't get her name right. I'm here for the Verushka Deville of it all.
Yeah.
I think that Dallas got the upper edge because of that wig reveal.
Oh, that was a good reveal.
I think they were surprised and delighted.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Aquarella was just performing the song.
Mm-hmm.
And she said herself, she's a little psyched out from being in the bottom. So she was a little more in her head than she was last week.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, they both did good. I think either of them still could. Even if Aquarella had been safe, I still think it would have been justified.
Yeah.
But when Aquarella got eliminated, she was like, well, they're favoring Dallas. I don't know why. I was like, oh, shit. You better...
I can't believe they left that in the edit.
I know. And I wonder if when we get to the reunion, if there's anything, spicy there with that.
Yeah.
I would love to see... But again, I'm like, will they acknowledge that in the reunion? Like, we feel like the judges were favoring you. Like, that's usually not a reunion discussion. But I love that she said that on the way out. She's like, I don't really get why I was the one eliminated. I feel like they're favoring Drizella, but
they're not wrong.
Not mine to figure out.
So, what last thoughts on this season before we're all done for today?
I would love to see these divas recontextualized.
Recontextualize. Okay, in what way?
Well, because I don't know, how we did with Miranda. Part of why I like Miranda so much is I already got to see her in Global and be like, wait, this is a star. And even if she was not the center, I could tell that she was special and cool and dope.
Yeah.
And so with a lot of these girls, even if they haven't had a chance to fully connect with me yet or click with me, I feel like there's another season of Drag Race waiting for them where they're with a different group, different editing, different production, a little more figured out.
Yeah.
And I feel like we could see more sides of these women.
Because I agree with you. I think they're not getting a very good edit. It's just kind of dull.
Yeah, and it's weird because I can't remember if you were saying this during the filming or before, but it's earlier seasons where there were bigger casts, and they also I mean, I think you were talking about season 5. The first episode has what, a 10-minute stupid little segment of them on a bus. Like, they
Yeah.
waste time. And
Totally.
also even the confessionals like are distributed so stupidly with like unneeded reactions, etc. Yeah, like you had a pretty clear outline of who all these people were by episode 2 or 3.
Right.
You knew what the storylines were, and it's like they don't seem as invested in developing storylines or even developing like people's sort of personal like backsplashes to like who they are in the competition, but
Or why they're there, what they want to accomplish.
yeah, I feel like I literally, after watching like 3 or 4 episodes, I actually had to go back and rewatch the entrances because I was like, now who I can tell who everyone is, I feel like I need to rewatch what they describe themselves as because the show is not telling me.
Yeah, it feels very similar to Thailand 3. This is a lot of the problem is that we have so much time every episode, but I'm not learning anything about them. It's just like, it's not even in a Drag Race Belgique kind of a way where it's like a drag documentary of a bunch of girls just doing challenges and talking to each other.
Yeah.
At least there, I feel like I got a lot of personality from them.
Yeah.
It's just like they're quite literally sitting there with pens and paper. All right, I'm going to do this character, and I think I'm going to do it like that. All right, we're here at the challenge, and I'm doing it, and now it's over.
Yeah.
Who are they? What are they struggling with? Where is their connection to all of this? What are they pulling from? Miranda's the only one who's giving me anything in the edit that they're showing us. And even like Organza's kind of getting this, I think I'm better than everybody in the room edit. And like there's glimmers of personality from Shannon, but it comes and it goes.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Just not featuring. I almost knocked over everything again. So like, yeah, I think the edit and the length of time are incongruent with each other.
Fair. Totally fair.
But it's got potential.
Yeah, and it's still a cool group. I am fascinated by what these women bring to the table. I'm fascinated by what they'll bring to the table in future episodes.
Which we will blast through the second half of the season next week. Even though we went on for about 2 hours on this one.
I mean, it's a beefy, because we're not doing as many episodes, the episodes themselves, action packed.
Totally.
You don't have to go to the Patreon for this, mama. This is the full unedited tea.
Do you remember when we used to do this for an entire season? 2 hours for an entire season.
I don't even know how we would have structured it, honestly, going back.
We were not talking about runways at all. We were literally just talking about stories.
Girl.
In the show.
Well, there are no stories to talk about. There's no stories, to quote Alyssa season 5. There's no story.
Oh my God, you're so right. Thank you all so much for listening to our discussion about Drag Race Brazil season 1. We will finish the season next week with the last 7 episodes. We're probably going to breeze through the reunion, so it'll be 6 altogether. And then we move on to Drag Race Germany. You gasped.
I'm ready for the Barbie breakout of it all.
That's the last franchise we haven't talked about.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for listening. Remember, you're doing a great job. You're doing the best you can, and that is all you can do. Goodbye.
Bye.